Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis coming with you with another toy review video. And today's video is going to focus on Transformers Studio Series 86 Autobot Hot Rod from the 1986 Transformers the movie. And man, just seeing him in his box, as you can tell, I have not even taken him out as of yet. He is awesome. Now, I have seen other reviewers, review this, but I took the chance of swinging by Target on the way home. I wasn't really expecting to find anything, but lo and behold, boom, I wound up finding him right off the bat. And I already had this guy on pre-order, so the minute I paid for him and I basically got him out of the store, I went ahead and canceled the pre-order for this one. But as you can tell, man, oh man, he is looking so much like his animation. You can tell he's got the animated look to him in the artwork here with him holding the Matrix. As a matter of fact, he's got the Matrix right here, some blast effects here on the side. He's got his circular saw. If we can take a closer look, you see his two weapons on that side. And on the side, we get much more close-up look of him. He is a Voyager class figure, as you can tell from here. And he is the fourth figure of the Studio Series 86 line. So that is a good thing. Here we have a much more larger version of the artwork, again with him holding the Matrix. Of course, it says 86 Authentic Transformers at the bottom. And in the back, you see the product shots of him both in robot mode as well as vehicle, and of course a look at the backdrop there. Now, it does say that this is big screen inspired scale, detail, and backdrop. So I'm going to go ahead and turn him around once more. Wow. And this is a pretty cool looking figure. Like I said, I have yet to take him out as of yet, but let's go ahead and do so without any further ado. And to loosely quote Autobotimus, as always, let's see how cool he really is. Alright, there he is out of his box and already posed up with the Matrix itself, and it's got this amazing visual effect, of the Matrix opening up. And man, I cannot believe how awesome this figure is. I mean, let's take a closer look at that. That is pretty awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and lift up the camera just a bit. And check out that face sculpt, man. Damn. Wow. I am so liking this figure big time. When I heard about, the 86 Hot Rod, coming out in Studio Series, and I only seen like little clips and everything, and then when I saw it on Tauntaun's review, I was like, wow. And then when I saw it released on PulseCon, I had to go ahead and jump in on the pre-orders just to make sure that I got it. But when I saw them being, released here in the States and stuff, and just seeing it, I just couldn't pass it by. I really couldn't. I mean, wow. I mean, just check out that. Yeah, I am really floored here. Now, of course, in addition to you know, the in addition to the matrix and the effect, he also has. I'm gonna try and pull those out here because they're still in the plastic, but I'm gonna go ahead and show that to you here. So he's got his blast effects. Now this could be on the smokestacks that, you know, are on the side of the car or in the side of his forearms. He's got his other gun as well as this one, which I was originally going to go ahead and put in his hand, but man, look at that. You can tell this was originally done in red plastic, but they went ahead and painted it silver, which I really like. And there's that secondary gun right there, still in its plastic cage. And of course he's got his, you know, his saw there spinning as it is. Man. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at this. Now I'm going to go ahead and release this. Now as you can tell, he also has, I'm going to zoom out a bit, that amazing backdrop there. And yeah, that is awesome looking. Now he's got the matrix here. Now he's got the little, there we go. You can tell it's really nicely molded. Very good detail on that. And of course, so of course you have to go ahead and turn it this way where it's open in order to get this in there correctly. And there you go. You got that nice little effect going on there. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the head sculpt there. And man, he's got some really good head articulation. He can look up, he can look down, look left, or yeah, right, left. Oh man. All right, folks. Sorry about the impromptu disruption. Had a phone call that came in, but anyway, you can tell he's got really great molded features in his forearms, his arms, the hip skirts, the crotch piece, the legs, the thighs, the calves, even his feet. And what I've been hearing about this is they got that chest down correctly, which is pretty awesome. Then the back, as you can tell, he's got his spoiler, and there isn't a whole lot of backpack. Of course there is that gap there, but I don't know, I don't think that's going to take away from anything. You can tell he's got some peg holes there, one for, I guess, some sort of display. And you got the spoiler, and as you can tell, as the light is hitting it, it's got some really great detail on there. Now, in addition to his hand, you got his arms that go up. There is like a type of, I want to say, like a type of butterfly joint, which will allow you to pull the hands in. I wish they did that with Optimus, so he's able to go ahead and, you know, hold the matrix in front of him, but they didn't. His arms, I want to say, well, it would normally turn 360, but because of that spoiler back here, it doesn't do that. It does have a rotation at elbow, and his arm can bend at over 90 degrees, and I'm going to zoom out of there. There we go. He does have wrist rotation. As well, just like Optimus, his hands can open and close, which is pretty awesome. He can kick up. He can kick back only so far, and I'm thinking that's due to this back piece here that's hitting the very top edge. He does have a thigh rotation at the top. He can bend at over 90 degrees. And it looks like he can bend forward, but I'm thinking that's gotta be due to transformation. As you can tell, he does have this ankle tilt. And oh yeah, he's got a waist rotation as well. Also, one other thing, he does have a, I do believe there is a, I think his forearm can open up. I can get this. Yes, okay. So this can pull down, and you can pretty much turn his hand in, and he's got that welder for that scene where he's repairing Cup. In addition, I'm going to do this one as well. You can turn his hand in, and he's got that peg to where you can put that saw that he uses, and just peg that in there like that, and you can use the his arc welder to use as a weapon, as well as that saw. So that's pretty awesome. I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off, and just put the hands back there. All right. Oh yeah, there is another feature. If you take off or not take off, but if you lift up the helmet, you've got his visor on here. Now, because I don't have, ooh, I'm afraid of breaking this. There we go. Okay. He's got his little visor on there, and that is pretty sweet looking. So there we go. All right. So give me a moment. I want to go ahead and take a few images of Hot Rod, and I will be right back. Alright folks, I am back. I hope you enjoyed the images when I show them off later. Now here we have Hot Rod in his in a more standard pose. Now we're going to go ahead and start on transformation, and one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn him around. I'm going to take this spoiler and we're going to go ahead and untab it from the back. Now for those that didn't see that, there is a small tab right there. I'm not sure. There you go. Right there. And that's going to go into that peg hole right there. Now, what we're going to need to do at this point is turn this spoiler around. And this is on a mushroom peg right here. So once you do that, boom, there we go. This is supposed to be the back piece of his canopy. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to go ahead and untab this section over here, and this is going to go down just like so. Now once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and pull this portion up like that. Now I want to say okay, now there is this section here which shows off the hood. That needs to turn around, and now this is the thing that really scares the shit out of me, because there we go, slowly but surely there's got to be some sort of clearance. Now once that is turned around, we're going to go ahead and tap this portion in, and there is a peg right there. It's going to go into that port right there. All right. Okay. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to turn Hot Rod's head around, and we're going to push that down like so. All right, now all we gotta do next is just close this. So now one thing that we need to do is we need to go ahead and turn the hands around. And of course, these portions are going to go like so. Now, now this part right here, as a matter of fact, I want to say there's got to be more to this here. Ah, there is, because they're right here. All right, so so this hood does lift up. This will reveal the side pieces here. Now we need to turn these hands around. We need to go ahead and, now as you can tell, these hands do need, actually, no, they can actually turn around and boom, like so. There we go. Now, so there is more to this here. Now it looks like there's a couple of pegs here, and it looks like they are supposed to plug in to the sides here. I'm just trying to, there we go. Yeah, I just heard it snap in there. Now there's a peg on both sides of this. They go into these slots right here that will snap in like so. Now once that is done, we need to pull these portions out, and they're gonna go and snap in right there, and do the same thing on the other side. And now we're gonna go ahead and take this hood and snap it like so. So far, so good. There we go. All right. Now, we're gonna go ahead, and there we go. Hot Rod has become a girl walk. But in all seriousness, folks, so what we need to do is we're going to need to open up these back portions here. And so I'm trying to see how I can do this. Ah, there we go. And that's going to open up this section here. Now these legs, these feet are going to go in. And they're going to slide. Oh, silly me. What I should have done beforehand was turn the waist around. So that way this will be able to collapse into that. This section will be able to go in there. All right, so far so good. Now we gotta do the same with the other leg. And it's kind of folded in on itself, which is pretty good, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna wind up busting this by accident. So, oh yeah. So we just gotta go ahead and fold this down. Oof. All right, there we go. Now all we gotta do is fold that in, and now we can put this back portion down. Now, one thing I did not see until now, there's a couple of tabs here and here, and I do believe, yes, there's a peg hole. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right there. Let's see if I can focus that in properly. There we go. Now, it's supposed to go onto its side, or sides. And, oh, I think I got it. Yeah. Ah, there we go. Yes, yes. Almost. Okay. I think we got it. Okay, and there he is. I'm going to try and focus that there. All right, there is Hot Rod in his amazing glory, and he does roll pretty well. From what I'm looking at, he's got some really good clearance, and there is some issues with it being flushed. Not sure, perhaps it's... Now, one thing that I did notice, and I'm pretty sure you just saw it right now, is they got this front wheel painted, which is really nice. I just wish they took the opportunity to do the same on here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to wind up customizing this. If I do, I'm not sure. And of course, this back section here is kind of a mess, because, you know, you got his knees and stuff. I wish they had made a type of cover, sort of like they had in the 86 movie where you saw the back portion and it's kind of flush on there. But all in all, I mean, that is a pretty awesome looking figure. And I have to tell you, this is actually the first time I transformed this. And normally I would practice before I go ahead and do a review, but man, this was pretty simple to actually transform. So I'm very, very pleased with myself. And as my friend Buddy from Buddy's Toys and Collectibles who would normally say, it's a great achievement when you're able to transform a transformer without the instructions. So other than that, wow. Now, of course, other than this back section there is that little yellow piece, and I wish they had gone ahead and done the painting on this section just so it will be kind of flush. But all in all, I'm really, really liking this. I mean, damn. It is so bleeding awesome. Now, in the instructions, and I'm pretty sure other reviewers have touched upon that, you're able to go ahead and store his weapons onto each other because of the pegs that poke out of there, but also because of these thin ports here. I'm not going to do that. Seen other reviewers doing that. God bless them, but I don't know. I'll treat the weapons like they're energy weapons in a way. If you don't have enough energon, the weapons disappear. Sort of like a setup that they did in Transformers Victory. So, but anyway, I am so liking this. So, give me a moment. I'm going to go ahead and transform him back, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright folks, thank you for waiting, and there he is doing that. Yeah. Oh man, I have to tell you, this has been one amazing figure. And it's very much like as what people are calling this, a mini masterpiece. I am so floored by its posability, the accessories, the way, and the add-ons, the blast effects and stuff like that. Very, very awesome. I don't know what to say on this. So far, I don't have any issues on it. There were areas that I'm kind of worried that I may accidentally break this, but other than that, man. So at this point, I'd like to go ahead and give it a score of 9. There were certain areas that could have been improved by like an add-on set. So let's see here. The back is definitely something here. The little smokestacks could have been out further, but I understand why they're at this level. It's mostly because of the fact of his transformation and what's in the back there. But other than that, that is about it. So do you happen to have this figure? Have you been able to pick it up in the retail stores, or have you gotten it through your online retailers? And if so, do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? I mean, leave me your comments about this figure in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Every like, subscription helps out my channel immensely. This is a new year, people. I like to see, what's coming up, and with what's coming out, in terms of the 86 Studio Series line, as well as Kingdom. This is going to be one hell of a year for figures, especially when it comes down to Transformers. So I hope you guys join me for the ride. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.